My name is James, and today I'm going to be giving you my quick predictions and thoughts about UFC Vegas 99. That's Anthony Hernandez taking on Michelle Pereira. Before we get into this, obviously like and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's make that happen. If you just want to see like my bets and stuff, check out my Twitter in the description. Speaking about bets, how did we do last weekend? Smashed it. Come on. We went 10 out of 12 for picks and 11 units in profit, so that's $1,100. Rent is paid. What the fuck was that? Anyway, let's not waste any time and let's get into it. So first up, we have Austin Lane taking on Rebellis de Spain. Okay, Rebellis de Spain, you know, huge hype coming in. 3 fights, 40 seconds total for those 3 fights, right? Getting the big knockouts on the regional scene. Problem is in his last fight, huge hole in his game, which is the wrestling and the ground game. It's just he's got none. He is waiting for that one punch to get the KO, and if he doesn't find it, whoop-de-doo, you're out of luck. He's taking on somebody like Austin Lane, who obviously has the wrestling and grappling experience, but the problem is he has no chin. So it's going to go 2 ways. Option 1 is what I'm hoping for. I think Austin Lane should come out the gate as soon as the bell goes, sprint at Rebellis de Spain, and just football tackle him. I think I'd pay good money to see that. So either that's going to happen, and obviously Austin Lane, easiest path to victory, just wrestle the whole 15 minutes, or B, Rebellis de Spain is going to chit him. I would like to think that Rebellis de Spain has obviously made the adjustments in the gym, knowing that he has a huge hole in this, and he's going to want to obviously fix the ground game there. So I'm going to have to go with him, just because I believe in the prospect, but I don't know, man. It's just, if he didn't, then GG's for him. His career is obviously pretty much toast. Next, what a snoozer. We have Melissa Martinez taking on Elise Adrenaline. Adrenaline is, I don't know whether she's focused within her MMA career or whether she's focused in her OnlyFans career. I just can't trust her. Obviously, her wrestling game is okay. She likes doing the clinch. She's 9-6 as a total fighter. She's going to be the bigger lady in this cage. Obviously, bet the over rounds. That's your safest bet here. But my pick personally is going to be on the Martinez thing. I don't think the takedowns are going to be there, and I think it's just going to be a striking matchup, and I think Martinez is the better striker. Adrenaline gets hit a lot. Or D9? I don't fucking know even know how to say this Romanian chick's name. Anyway, going with Martinez, not super confident, so just bet the over. That's a for sure lock. Another women's fight. We have Jessica Penny taking on Elise Reed. Elise Reed looks like a Mormon. Do I want to pick Elise Reed? No. But do I want to pick Jessica Panini? She's like 40 years old. No. So bet the over rounds. Again, that I'm sure you could probably parlay all these 3 women's fights here. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to go with Elise Reed. I think she's going to be the younger fighter. She's going to be the bigger fighter in this cage, I believe. Nope, she's going to be technically the smaller fighter, but I think she's going to be more muscular. So yeah, going with Elisa Reed. There's not much to it. Next, we have another women's fight. We have Jocelyn Edwards taking on Tamires Vidal. I remember Edwards, not because of her fighting skills, because of another reason. So I'm going with Edwards. Not biased at all. I just think she's better everywhere. I think Tamires Vidal obviously can have moments in this fight. You know, she does have the power to knock out people. But realistically, I think Edwards is just going to be... she's just going to be so much better. She's going to be first to the punch, throwing the combinations, and I don't see Vidal being able to out-technique Edwards. Again, just bet the over. You're safe there. Next, Brad Katona taking on Jean Mashamutu. Sure. See, I live in Canada, and one thing I know about Canadians is they suck in the UFC. They cannot win to save their life. So, as much as I want to pick Brad Katona, I just don't think he's all that, honestly. When I saw Jean fight last time, I forget who it's against. Let's see if I can quickly find this. Probably not in time. But anyway, last time I saw Jean. Last time I saw him fight, it's real skill. He honestly has good technique, and I think he's the real deal. Brad, you know, he has okay wrestling and stuff like that, but I just don't think he's gonna be the bigger guy in this, you know? And he is mainly a decision fighter. He's not dangerous, really, where Jean is dangerous. You know, he has good, very technical striking, and his ground game is very efficient. So I like him. I'm going to go with the prospect, and hopefully he can get this done. He's also Brazilian too, so it's also in his favor. Next, Mateus Chinny Nicolau taking on Asu Amabayev. I think a lot of people are writing off Nicolau. I don't know because whether it's his just kind of coming to the end of the road for him, or whether Asu is that good. Okay, because Asu, in my eyes, isn't really a dangerous fighter, right? He's 5'4", 125 pounds. You know, you can bench press him. He'd probably beat your ass though, but you know, you probably could. Nicolau is chinny, but do I see Asu chinning Nicolau? I don't think so. But I also don't see Nicolau winning this either, because I just think the wrestling and being able to avoid the danger from Asu is going to be there. So I'm going to go with him. Probably a decision though. I can't imagine a knockout. If anything, Nicolau's probably going to get chinned, and then Asu, I don't think he's going to be able to finish it. So probably bet the over 1.5. I think it might be safe here, because both guys have an average fight time of around 11 to 13 minutes anyway. So I would just bet the over. Main card time, pretty short card. We have Darren Elkins taking on Daniel Padilla. Who cares? Okay, both guys are 40 years old. It's coming to the end of the career. Both guys have took a bunch of damage. I don't like any one of these guys, to be honest. If it goes to the ground, I think Padilla can probably win by like a rogue guillotine, or even just, I don't know, some sort of trip that goes well for him. But takedown defense is better on the Elkins side. Striking wise, Elkins. So this is what I'm going to say. If it stays on the feet, Elkins. If it goes to the ground, Padilla. Do I have a coin? No, I will flip this bottle. So that means Elkins. Elkins is going to win. There's not much else to it. Honestly, don't bet this fight. I get the odds are close and you want to be a degenerate and all that kind of stuff, but it's just not worth it. Just stay away. Next up, kind of a torn fight for me. We have Brady Heinstand, who has no chin as well, but he's good, right? When he's on the feet, he's good, right? Very technical, all that kind of stuff, but he wants to get it down to the ground and hold you there and hopefully find the sub. So overall, very well-rounded, but the problem is his chin is suspect. You could probably throw a pillow at this guy and he'll probably get knocked out. He's taking on somebody like Jake Hadley, where Jake Hadley, I want him to win because, you know, heritage-wise, I'm from England, so I've got to back the boy there. But I just find him so inconsistent whenever, just like Kevin Holland in this example. Whenever I pick him to win, he loses. Whenever I pick him to lose, he wins. So obviously I don't want to curse him here by picking him, but I think Jake Hadley's tough. And I don't see him getting submitted here. Do I go with the underdog? I don't know what I think about this one, actually. I'm gonna go with Brady. As long as he just doesn't get knocked out, I actually just do think he's going to be able to get the takedowns. Although Jake Hadley's defense is good at 54%, I can just see it going down to the ground and Brady handling there. I think this is going to be a 29-28, 100%. I think Hadley can either win or even just take a round. So I'm personally not going to bet it. I'm just going to pick Hadley or pick Brady Heinstein, but probably just stay away from this fight too. Next, we have Charles Johnson taking on Samudu. That's what I'm going to call this guy. Yeah, it's just, Samudu's not dangerous at all. I just don't think he is a way to win. I get that he has a high percentage of knockouts and all that kind of stuff. And yes, I get he's a very deadly striker. Charles Johnson recently has been putting it together. Okay, he's been finding the knockouts, been finding the submissions, the decisions. Overall, very complete fighter. Does he look a little bit weird? Yes. But that's not to say that he's a bad guy. Recently, I believe he moved up in weight or moved down in weight or some shit like that. But he's been looking good recently, and I like that. I just think he's just a better fighter in this situation. Yeah, it's kind of like a look-alike for this next fight. Co-main event, we have Rob Font taking on Kyla Phillips. It's basically just like the younger version of Rob Font. So, I think this one's pretty cut and dry. Kyla Phillips, he looks amazing right now. And he's going to be younger, faster, twitch muscle is there, more deadly on the feet. Rob Font, yes, obviously still dangerous, but it's just coming to the end of his days. Especially, I believe in one of his last fights, he got beaten down pretty heavy. Yeah, Figueiredo beat him, and that was pretty unfortunate for him. So yeah, let's get into the main event time. We have Michel Pereira taking on Anthony Hernandez. Fluffy. I don't know, man. I want to pick... You know what? I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to pick Michel Pereira. Reason being is at this middleweight weight class, he's looked unstoppable. And I get that it's against favorable matchups for him. Like, honestly, he's been thrown cans. And obviously, he's run through the cans, which is good. Because we don't really know where exactly he lies in this division yet. So I think this would be a tough test. Because Anthony Hernandez, he will stand and bang with you. But his main goal is get you on the ground and submit you. You know, he averages 6.6 takedowns per 15 minutes. Like, that's crazy. Where at Michel Pereira, he's going to want to knock you out pretty much within the first, 5 minutes. As the fight goes on, obviously cardio is more of an issue for Michel Pereira. So I'm going to say this. If Michel Pereira gets it done, it has to be early. I cannot see him winning in the 4th or 5th round. I think Anthony Hernandez will just run through him then. Luckily, both these guys, relatively, they do not go to decisions that often. So, yeah, Michel Pereira, the problem is if he does some dumb shit and then Anthony Hernandez is able to catch him on the ground, that's a real possibility. Yeah, I honestly don't like this pick. I still think Pereira gets it done because I think there's going to be a power difference here. But just be careful. Don't bet the house here. But, Pereira's takedown defense is good. So, yeah, Pereira's going to be the pick, but obviously just be careful. So yeah, that was the quick predictions. Obviously nothing too in-depth there. If you want to see my best bets, video will be dropping on, today's Tuesday right now. We'll be coming out Wednesday for this video. So Thursday, so the day after you're seeing this. And then obviously my bets will be on my Twitter, link in the description there. So hope you guys enjoyed, and obviously comment your thoughts if you disagree with any of these fights.